BET.
This is a safe space. You know this. Actually, no, it isn't.
Hard-hitting questions.
Did she tell you how she got those bruises?
What do you plan on doing while you're here in Atlanta?
Reveal some life-changing secrets.
Would you look out for your sister? Cheyenne and I are night and day. Were you sexually assaulted? Who did this?
I gotta find out who I'm getting into bed with.
Oh my God.
There is something that I haven't told you. The hell have I gotten myself into?
Tyler Perry Sistas. All new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Hey y'all, it's your Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 10, Episode 5. The trailer starts off and we see Kisha talking to Danni, and she's like, you know this is a safe space, right? And Danny's like, no it's not. And Danni took that literally because her home is not her safe place anymore, and it's not her safe space. Because every incident that she's been through has happened in her home. Even though Kisha means well and she wants to help Danni through this situation, Danny's not going to open up to her. There's only one person that Danni opens up to when she's like this, and that's that. Then we see Tony come back over to Danny's, and Kisha's still there, and he's asking Kisha, did Danni tell you how she got those bruises? Danni probably didn't even flat out say what happened. But Kisha could put two and two together and figure out what happened based on the details that Danni did give, but she won't be able to tell Tony the information that's due to client confidentiality, and I hope that Tony doesn't try to sit there and press the issue and try to force Danni to talk to him even after Kisha leaves. I feel like Danny's gonna feel like Tony overstepped the boundary by calling Kisha, but little does she know this probably did help her in some way. But Danny's not gonna see it that way, and she's gonna cuss Tony out. Over at Andy's, we have Andy asking Cheyenne what is she gonna do while she's in Atlanta, and come to find out, Cheyenne's actually a hairstylist. Maybe this is how Cheyenne will stay out of trouble by working at the new business with Danni, Pam, and Marie. I don't know why, but I feel like this might be a great opportunity for Cheyenne, and she might be able to change her life by doing something great and doing something that she loves, which is hairstyling. Over at the hospital, we see Maurice coming to visit Sabrina, and I'm glad that he took Pam's advice to go visit her, because Pam is right. You don't want to get to a place where you could say all the things that you could have said and you didn't get the chance to say them or didn't want to say them based on the condition that she's in. I feel like just by talking to Sabrina, even if she can't answer this, will help Maurice get through this journey or help him process his emotions through this journey. Back over at Andy's, we see Valerie talking to Andy and Cheyenne, and she's looking directly at Andy, and she's like, will you look out for your sister? And Andy's like, me and Cheyenne are night and day. But I think Andy will say that she will look out for her. By definition, the way that Valerie wants Andy to look out for Cheyenne is probably not the way that Andy's going to look out for Cheyenne. Cheyenne is grown, and Andy's not going to be able to hover over Cheyenne every single day because Andy has a life too, and she has things to worry about as well. Back over at Danny's, we have Kisha asking Danni what she essayed. Now, Kisha, you shouldn't ask Danni that because she's not going to give you a direct answer. And do you know how traumatizing that is for someone to be asked that question? What you should have did was took the context clues that Danni gave you and put them together. And we see Fatima coming over to talk to Danni, and Danni eventually does open up to her because she could see that something's wrong with Danni, and she's like, who did this? Will Danni say you actually did it? Probably not, but at least Fatima knows that something did happen and something's wrong with it. I'm glad that Fatima was there to talk to Danni because she wasn't going to open up to anybody, not even Tony or Kisha. But I hope that Fatima will be able to sit down and have a chance to have some self-care and worry about herself and her problems and her pregnancy, because it seems like she's always taking on somebody else's problems. Not saying that she shouldn't be there for her friends, but Fatima never really has time for herself. Over at Richard's juice bar, we see Madison talking to Richard. She's like, I at least have to know who I'm getting in bed with. Now, this can have two meanings. Who she's getting into business with. But this could also have a meaning on a personal level, and she wants to know Rich on a personal level as well. Over at the salon, we see Maurice coming in to check how everything's going because it looks like they're doing some demolition. And he's looking around like, oh my God. Like, could this be a good thing? Like, they're doing great demolition, or this could be something that they messed up and needs to be fixed. Then we see Valerie sitting down with Mr. Keys at a restaurant, and she's like, I got something to tell you, and I wonder if she's gonna inform him about her diagnosis and how she's going back to Florida to get her chemo and everything, and to see if there's actually something there that they could build on, and if it's gonna be a little distance. Outside of everything, I do think that Mr. Keys and Valerie would be cute together, but I wonder if Mr. Keys is gonna eventually tell Valerie that he's actually Zach's dad. And I wonder if this will come out before you will even have a chance to tell Zach. Over at Andy's penthouse, we see her talking to herself, and she's like, what did I just get myself into? Girl, you signed up for a whirlwind of everything with Cheyenne. You don't know how everything's gonna turn out with Cheyenne. I hope everything turns out well and that they're able to work on their relationship as sisters and they're able to get along. Even though I don't think that's gonna happen as fast as Valerie will want it to, I do think it's gonna get there eventually. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your bell notifications. Bye!